I am here at Lake Public Library, and I didn't advertise very well, so it's just me. So I'm going to be presenting to you, all of you watching. My name is Lisa Starr, and I'm going to be talking about body language. If you're not getting the results you want, either in your relationships with yourself, God, others, or maybe you're not getting the results in business that you want. Whatever the reason you're not getting the results, maybe it's your body. Let me talk a little bit about your body. So first of all, what I want you to do is let's talk about what body language is. First of all, let me tell you why I'm so excited about body language. So many years, I haven't gotten the results I've wanted. I mean, heck, right now, I'm in a room just full of me. Haven't gotten the results I've wanted. And the more I'm learning about body language, the better results I'm getting. And I'm sure it can be the same for you, depending on how you take this information. So let me tell you a little bit about what body language is. It's any way that you communicate with anyone other than the words that come out of your mouth. I just did a presentation through Word last week, and these are some of the things that came up with body language is. So let me bring it a little bit closer so you can see. Body language, and it's backwards, but you can, I'll read it to you. Body language is facial expressions, stance, hand positions, posture, eye contact, handshake, tone of voice. It can be many things. The way you hold your hands, the way you hold your legs, the way you hold your eyes. Have you had the rolling of the eyes from a teenager, or have you seen that? Or have you done it? That communicates something. Hi, my name is Lisa. 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 All of those communicate something different. So I want you to keep those in mind while I'm talking to you. Let me tell you a story. Now, it wasn't my story, but it's Anne Washburn's story. She is one of my mentors. She's from Three Key Elements. They're the main ones that have told me about this information. She was learning about body language about 8 years ago, and she would come home from work and say, "Kids, tell me about your day." Now, does that look very inviting to you? So she discovered, well, maybe this is pushing them away. So it was hard for her. But she started saying, "Kids, tell me about your day." Now, how do those feel? Those of you watching, I want you to think. "Kids, tell me about your day," versus "Kids, tell me about your day." Which is more inviting? Yeah, definitely. This is more inviting, even if it may feel uncomfortable at first, because you're used to doing things like this, or this, or this, pushing people away. This, 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 these are all more positive body language. So if you're not getting the results that you need, maybe look at the way you're communicating with your hands. Are you smiling? This is good for me because I can watch to see if I'm smiling, and I wasn't smiling. When you're giving a presentation, it's always good to smile, even if you don't usually, even if it doesn't feel comfortable. You want to go like this on the inside, but on the outside, you're trying to go like this. Keep a smile on your face. If you lose track of what you want to say, smile bigger. So let me tell you a little bit about some of the things that I presented. Let me give you the presentation that I gave at work. So I want you to get with a partner next to you and just start chatting. Just start chatting. Awesome. Now, the other person who didn't chat in a one-on-one situation, I want you to start chatting. Thank you. What were some things that you noticed? Yes, you may have noticed the talking with the hands, the lack of talking with the hands, the inclination of the body, of the voice, maybe depression of the voice, maybe certain facial expressions when people say certain things. I want you to try this experiment. The next time you have a one-on-one conversation with somebody, notice things other than their body or other than the words coming out of their mouths. I think that a lot of times consciously, we listen to the words coming out of people's mouths, but we don't subconsciously, we listen to everything else. On average, we have 650 words come through our mind. About 150 come out our mouth. So where do the other 500 come? Our body. You realize that that's over 3 times the amount of language that comes through our body versus language that comes through our mouth. 3 times, more than 3 times. So I want you to notice this the next time you have a conversation with somebody. Notice the eye movements. Notice the ears. Notice the chin. Notice the face. Notice the hands. Notice the posture. Notice, what are they doing? If you want a copy of this, let me know. Comment below that you want a copy of this. Right now, I am going to, this was amazing for me, tell you some common nonverbal messages and what they might mean. Now, always, it's good to clarify what these mean with the person that you're speaking with, because it may be different for this person as it is for this person. So let me tell you what certain things could mean. What do you think that could mean? So some things it could mean is thinking, could also mean confused, could also mean overwhelmed. Whenever you see this, if you feel comfortable talking to the person about it, ask, are you thinking? Are you overwhelmed? Are you confused? Ask. There's no harm in asking. The way you ask may be harmful. Are you confused? What are you confused about? Why are you overwhelmed? That can be very, what do you think that means? It could mean, let me see. It could mean hurting. It could mean exact, I need to get things done. It's not necessarily negative. Have you seen that? That could be thinking, soothing. It could be overwhelmed.
Please go to the information desk, Kathy.
I do this. My mom does this too. It could be listening or interested. It could also mean oh, sorry, wrong one. I have something to say. Or it could be holding back. I know when I go to the doctor for my kids, they say, do your kids pull on your ear? Adults do this too. What this could mean, of course, maybe I have an earache. Maybe I have something wrong with my ear, but I'm not able to tell you verbally because I'm too young. So I pull on my ear. For kids, for adults, it could be I'm listening. I'm interested. It also could mean I don't hear you. I don't understand what you're saying. We've all heard that that could be flirtatious. That could be I have a secret. It could also be playful. It could also be just a twitch, somebody trying to get something out of their eye. Simple as that. It could mean nothing other than I have something in my eye, I've got to get out. It could be criticizing. What could that mean? This could actually mean a new thought. It could mean decision. It could also mean deception, disbelief, and doubt. So if you are trying to sell to somebody and they are doing this, you could ask them, is there something that you have a question about? Something maybe that you're confused about? See, they don't know they're doing this. They don't know what it could possibly mean, but now you do. What could that mean? It could mean they're dreaming or thinking. It could also mean they're not interested. So see how those are so different? They're not interested, they're interested. So you don't know what this is unless you ask questions. So notice how this is different than like pulling on the chin. Or if they have facial hair, pulling on the facial hair. This could mean they're pulling an idea, a message out. Usually you think about it in the head, but pulling an idea or message out. Or indecision. Again, you can ask, is there something that I can help you with? Is there something you're confused about? A question that I can answer for you. And this could mean reverence or introspection. It could also mean shame, guilt, or grief. You can probably think of people that have made that motion. Especially if it's not of value. Coming up empty. It could also mean searching for info. Did you realize that you look certain places when you're looking for things? Like if you're looking more to memories, you may look up here. If you're looking for ideas, you may look down here. Oh, I apologize. It may be different parts, but I know that there are different places that you look that mean different things. that you could be looking or searching in different places. Now, if you're doing this, you're doing this. That could be thinking or collecting energy. Could also be guarding self. Because if you think about it, those of you that know, this is your core. This is your core. And so if you're doing this, protecting self makes a lot of sense because there are a lot of internal organs right in this area. What could that mean? I know when I do it, it's welcome to my presentation today, or welcome, I'm glad you're here. It can be accepting, gathering, questioning, separating. You might say, some of you can be over there, some of you can be over there. So it can mean both. We see this a lot. So many places. And this can actually mean comfort or thinking, reverent or closed off. So we often think of this as closed off, but it can also mean thinking. I know sometimes when I do this, more often than not, it's because either I'm cold or I'm thinking. So that can mean accepting, sharing. It can also mean too heavy or burdened. This could mean feeling small or hurt. Could also mean determined. Maybe you've been small, you've been hurt, and so you're determined. That I've done before. I did it just a few months ago on a bus, and I had to think, why am I doing that? Comfortable, relaxed, open, hiding something. So I think that it was on a bus, and so I was not quite sure how this person would react to me. And so I think in a way I was keeping myself close, making it so I wasn't as open. And this one, you might have seen people do this. That can mean quite a few things as well. That can actually mean protecting gender. Maybe you feel a little vulnerable in the gender category, or that it could also be relaxed. I know of one of my Marine sister-in-law that's how they tell them to stand when they are just not needing their hands for anything else, kind of relaxed. So it can mean multiple things. That's called fig leaf hands. This one I'm sure you've seen. And that can be casual and comfortable. It could also be, again, they're cold. So they're putting their hands in here. It could also be hiding identity. I mean, if you think about it, hands have so much to say about us. They can be open, they can be closed, they can be up, they can be down. They're kind of our center. And so you can be hiding that identity by putting hands in pockets. Or scarcity. Because if you think about it, what do we do when we don't have money? we pull out pockets. So maybe it's protecting the money you have in your pockets or the money you want to have in your pockets. Again, I told you this before, but protection, stay away, rejection. Either you've been rejected before and so you're rejecting the person before they can reject you. This can mean excited, thinking. It could also mean scheming or impatient. Precise and exact. It can also mean cutting or separating. I'll tell you a story of when Kirk Duncan was starting to learn this information. He was speaking with somebody in the construction field. I believe that's the field that he was in at the time. And a person said, "Oh, things with my employees, they're going great." Does that look like things are going great? But subconsciously, you can't filter out your subconscious, but you can filter out the words. That's why his words said something and his actions said something else. Because your body, like I mentioned before, 500 words need to be expressed. How are they expressed? Sometimes in conflicting movements versus what we're saying. Oh, things are going great. Your body needs to get that across, that it's not really going that great. Your body's asking for help. That, of course, can be cold. Can be self-comforting, or you could feel insecure with whatever you're learning. Cleansing, clearing, brushing off. Again, Anne talks about a situation where she asked her son, it was either Anne or Kirk, one of them asked their son to do a chore, and their son said, "Yeah, I'll do it." Do you think that got done? No, because they just brushed off that responsibility. They forgot about it as soon as it came out their mouth, because the words that come out of their mouth are not as important as the message they're sending with their body. So if you ask somebody to do something and they do this, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do just what you ask them. So follow up with a question. Possibly, what is it about what I asked that you may have a concern about? Ask it in a nice way, of course, not an accusing. You're not going to do what I told you to do, are you? Even though that's our tendency. But we can ask a question. Is there something about what I just asked you that you have concerns with? Is there some problem with your schedule that it's not going to work? I mean, of course, if they're your children, you can speak to them a little bit differently, but still you want to keep that relationship with them. Now, I know this is the sign for dog. So it could just be calling a dog. It could also mean excited, ready to start, or giving up. This could mean grounded, firm, or being pushed back. And then, or just focused on one leg or the other, not grounded. I'm sure you've seen people presenting and they're just like, oh, la-di-da. They don't say this out their mouth, but they're constantly moving on their feet. What that tells us subconsciously is there may be a shift of thought about to quit, or you're a pushover. If you are selling something and you do that, get on one leg, people think that you are a pushover and that you will drop the price for them. You will give them anything they want because you're a pushover. You're not firmly planted on both feet. You're a pushover. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And then holding me, authority, issues with authority. Let's see if I can do this. Yes, you can see my feet now. Perfect. See, my feet are not pointed in the right direction, in the same direction. That could mean assessing, confusion, or have different goals. So when you're presenting, notice where your feet are. Make sure they're pointed in the same direction. Feet balanced, just like this. Both feet together, not all the way together, but maybe shoulder distance apart, feet facing the same direction. That generally means secure or rigid. You know where you're going. You're going in the same place that you're telling them to go. Twisted body. Yes, you may be doing exercises, but say somebody's doing a presentation and they're twisting their body. That could be releasing energy, or maybe they want to get away. They want to escape. They want to hide. Again, it might be with a fig leaf situation. So that would be not sure, possibly. Here's another one. Fidgeting feet. Excited or loosening up, possibly. Or nervous, uncertain, or silly. Shifty, sorry. Uncertain or shifty. So maybe if you're fidgeting your feet, the audience subconsciously knows that you're not serious about whatever you're telling them. Ooh, here's another one. Let's see if I can do this. Nurturing, ungrounded, not firm. So it's funny that it can be nurturing, it could also be not firm. Well, I guess some nurturers aren't firm. So here's another one. Either your legs or your body rocking side to side, soothing, unstable, or disconnected. This is also known as the sway, which is perfect either for yourself, if you are in front of your vision board, that's what I do every day, or if you're with a spouse to help get you in the right direction. Sorry, in the same direction. But it can also mean unstable or disconnected. So if you're doing this, you're talking to an audience, they may not be connected with you because they don't feel like you are serious. So So those are some awesome nonverbal messages that I wanted to tell you about. And yeah, there's just so much that I could talk about in terms of body language. The main thing to keep into consideration is, what do you want to communicate? These are amazing for anyone in sales. And just in your own personal conversations, you can use this in your own personal conversations. You can use this when you're presenting. You can use this when you're going to either a presentation or a timeshare pitch, somewhere that you want to be or you don't want to be. Things that you subconsciously notice are these. And now you can consciously notice, oh, maybe they're not serious, or maybe they are firm. Maybe they're listening. You can notice it in yourself. So you can really use this anywhere. You can use this with friends. You can use this with family. And just body language is amazing. The way we communicate with our body. Our bodies are amazing. I mean, can you think about it? You break a bone, it heals. You scratch yourself, it heals. You break teeth as kid, they come back in again. I mean, as kids learning to brush their teeth, if they don't do a good job, they have more adult teeth that will be coming in later. Our bodies are amazing. Things that we don't realize that they do. So much more I can tell you. But basically, what I want you to realize is you have control. It takes some thought to have this match this. That's the ideal goal, is to have your body match the messages, because people subconsciously notice that. They notice, is this the same as this? Are they saying the same thing? I can guarantee you, you will get more sales if this is this. Your relationships will be better. Relationships with yourself, with others, will be better the more you notice that. I'm not telling you this to judge people, to say, oh, what's wrong with you? You're closed off. Oh, you're not going to do what I have to say. You're not going to do it. That's not the point. The point is not to push people away. The point is to bring people in. Bring your family, friends, everyone else in your circle through what you have to say. You are amazing. If I were to know more about you, I could tell you how. Right now, not knowing anything about you, I know that the people around you know you're amazing. And if I have the wonderful opportunity to get to know you, I can tell you how you're amazing. I'm actually a life coach. And so I love helping people. So if you want any help with the main thing that I focus on, of course, since my name is Passionate Christians Unite, well, my name is Lisa Starr, but since my channel name is Passionate Christians Unite, mostly it's geared toward Christians, but my main focus is connection, connecting with yourself, God, and others. And so if you need any help with connection with yourself, God, and others, I would love to help you. And I will give you a free breakthrough session to help you know how I can help you. If it doesn't work out, we won't be a fit. The main reason I wanted to tell you all of this is just, it was so helpful to me, and I hope it will be helpful to you. I want you to let me know how it helped you and your comments. Let me know your comments below. You have an awesome day, and you are awesome.